Happy birthday! Oh, maybe we're getting feedback. Fred,
What?
we're getting feedback. We need to turn one off.
I feel bad.
Mom or dad, you have to turn, one of you has to turn your volume down. On your computer, Dad. Turn your volume down on your computer. Either one of you. There's an echo because you're in the same room right next to each other. It can't share a computer.
Okay, just turn my mic on.
Well, they're getting great. Welcome to the MLO Bros. We have Dr. NINO Rubino. It is my birthday today, and our father and mother are on here. Hi, guys.
Hi, happy birthday, Luke.
The echo, because they're in the same room. All right, guys. I need you, before we get started with Dr. NINO, I need you to sing happy birthday to Luke. Both of you, please.
All right, I'll come over here. I'm going to turn it up.
Mute one of them. Mute Mom.
This is the way it's been our whole
Mom.
life.
Remove Mom. Go over to Dad's computer. Go over to Dad's computer, please, Mom.
Not worth it there.
And
right,
sing happy birthday over Dad's shoulder.
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Hey,
Thanks, Mom.
Happy birthday.
Dad, give us a little story about how Luke was born.
All right.
The day
So,
Luke was born.
We went, and
We're gonna put you in the
Lepore,
solo
who was a
layout,
great
so tell people.
OBGYN guy, was Mom's doctor. And we get to the hospital, and this was Luke, who obviously is our first child. And he's posterior, so he's facing towards the rear instead of towards the front. And Dr. Lepore, back then, you know, it was the beginning of letting fathers into the delivery room. Dr. Lepore says, Fred, come on in. We're going to have a double setup. So what it was he had one table for Mom to deliver Luke naturally, because back then the big thing was, natural delivery. And at the same time, there was another table to do a C-section. So we walked into the room, or I walked into the room, and Mom was on the table, and Dr. Lepore says, now, if I tell you to get out of here, leave the room, because we're going to have to do a C-section. So I go, okay. So I'm sitting at Mom's head, and there's Mom laying on the table, and Doctor brings out.
Dad, I need you to speed it up.
Even back then, I was shocked. He brings out these giant forceps. They look like giant claws, and he puts them on Luke, and coming out and turns Luke so that he comes out the right way. And that's the way Luke has been his whole life. A pain coming out.
Awesome. That's why my head's so weird.
Are you coming over here? I'll turn it over to the poor woman.
You guys are so cute.
My son.
How long have you guys been married?
Love you, Luke.
I love you, Mom.
Mom and Dad, how long have you guys been married?
48 years.
Listen, wedded bliss.
48 years of wedded bliss.
I'm sure. Well, thank you guys for coming on our podcast.
That was great.
See you guys.
You're welcome.
Just kick our
They did great. They did well.
All right. Well, Dr. NINO, thanks for coming, man.
Absolutely. Good to see you guys.
We have to play Troy's.
Okay, hold on. We got to do one more advertisement. Real fast. Isaac, ready? Real fast. We're going to do an sponsor of the month. Is right here. And then we're going to get going with Dr. NINO. Make sure you guys share this. We're going to talk about all kinds of fun stuff. COVID, allergies. We have all kinds of questions for him. So, all right, here we go.
Do you have his advertisement to say it?
You're just gonna say go ahead.
From Baltic to Boardwalk, I cover the board. Call Troy Polis for all of your real estate needs. 330-423-5442. Thank you, Troy Polis, for being the MLO Bro sponsor of the month for May and June.
And don't forget about Valley Insurance. And also, they're on the bottom. There they are. Iron Fit Crew. Barbells down in Struthers Awesome Gym. So, all right. How's it going, man?
Good. How are you?
We're good. We're real good. What is
Happy birthday.
Thank you, sir. Thanks
Absolutely.
for coming. You are like he's got to be our most visited person, would you say?
Yeah, you've been here. I think he's been on the most.
4 or 5?
Yeah.
So we got to start. Let's start with COVID first.
Yeah.
Just get this out of the way. Where are we at?
I think we're doing a lot better. Cases are starting to go up a little bit, but infections aren't quite as severe. People aren't getting as sick. So hospitals, very few patients, and people seem to be doing a lot better.
Is there like a game plan? Is it down pat in terms of if somebody comes in with COVID, you know what to give them in and out kind of deal, or
not
really quite there yet?
Yeah, I think it's kind of the same as it has been. The people that are high risk, you try to treat them symptomatically at first and try to get them a little more. So they have these, monoclonal antibody infusions, and there's some medications now that we use, but there's a lot more than just, I guess, info than to say.
So it's still out there. It's still happening. It's just not and people aren't wearing masks at all now.
Right. So it's still out there. People are still getting it.
Yeah.
I feel like there's been an uptick just in the calls I've gotten in the past week or two, but people are doing better. People aren't getting as sick. People aren't ending up in the hospital. We have a lot of people that have been infected, a lot of people that have been vaccinated and boosted.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Is it return? Like people who are getting it for the first time, or people who are getting it again?
People are getting it again, especially with this, with the variants that are out now. They've changed enough that if you had an infection and a vaccine, if you had just a vaccine, I think people are getting breakthrough infections regardless. But the thing is, you get a prior infection, you get a vaccine, you get an infection and a vaccine, you're going to definitely have more chance of fighting it off and doing well.
When I got it, man, it freaking knocked me on my butt.
Oh yeah, the first time for me.
I mean, bad. Also, if you're watching right now, thanks for watching. We got 30 people. Make sure you guys, if you have questions for Dr. Nino, whatever, any kind of question, right? We don't feel sad.
Yeah, whatever.
O'Keel said your arms are looking big.
I don't know about that, but thanks, O'Keel.
I think he's talking to
us. It's the sleeve. He was sleeveless too.
It's sleeveless season.
It's sleeveless. Nino, why'd you
I didn't know.
We should have told Nino.
You guys didn't tell me.
So if you have questions while you're watching, make sure to ask away. We're going to talk about some stuff. So, O'Keel, I'm so glad you're on here. I actually have a question for you, Nino. Let's talk about randomly ask allergies.
Sure.
How are they really bad right now, or
they are? So
last week.
Yeah, everybody was like complaining.
The fact that it's warmer, trees are starting to bloom, so tree pollen season's here.
So the trees come up and shoot it out, and then people like O'Keel complain
if you have a
about
tree
it.
pollen allergy, people like O'Keel will complain.
Yeah, the whole time.
What
all
about
the time.
last week and the week before when the temperatures were fluctuating like crazy?
Right.
What is that? Because I got a little bit of that where I almost got like a head cold. I didn't lose any of my energy like you would with the flu, but I just had like sinuses.
I think a couple things. Mold. You have hot, you have warm, you have cold, and you have wet, and you have dry. So I think some of it's mold, some of it's changing barometric pressure. A little bit of that. Yeah.
Barometric pressure too. You can always feel that.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that is. I ain't gonna lie to anybody here.
Like pressure dropping and rising with like storm fronts coming through and stuff.
That would make sense. Yeah.
I swear I feel it in my knees.
Yeah.
O'Keel just said, I can't see your arms, but your hair is looking great. Yeah. All right.
Thanks, O'Keel.
So if you have questions, man, ask away. Anybody in there, ask questions. COVID, Nino fix me. I don't complain as much. Yeah. So like somebody with super bad allergies, like
there's a lot of over-the-counter options now. Basically every antihistamine is over the counter.
Yeah. So you can get all that.
You can get all that over the counter.
I'll tell you what, O'Keel was the absolute worst roommate for allergies. Like every single morning would wake up and do it.
Yeah. When we were in the office all working together, he would do all that. Drove me crazy.
He was the worst with allergies.
Yeah.
Every
year, better now.
He tried everything.
Yeah. So your antihistamines are over the counter. Nasal sprays. You can get a steroid nasal spray. There's 3 or 4 different ones over the counter, and then there's still a couple prescription type things we can give.
Awesome.
What about local honey? O'Keel will always talk about getting local honey because the bees, something about the bees and the pollen and
I think if you have like
the honey and getting your body used to it.
So if you're allergic to that type of pollen, then yes.
Okay.
I mean that you figure they're pollinating flowers.
Yeah.
So the pollination goes
into the honey. You consume the honey and get your body used to it.
So like O'Keel's like running around eating honey out of like
every morning. Every morning you have like a tablespoon of honey as he's dying from his allergies.
Wow. All right. So let's ask. We're just gonna fire questions at you.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Why not?
Let's talk about diet, shall we?
Yes.
We had what was her name? Christina.
From what was it called?
Going vegan on.
Yes.
The other day.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Oh yeah, it was good. It was interesting. So the conversation was it kind of got into Isaac's diet versus her diet, where he eats tons of protein
in order to stay full.
in order to stay full. She was saying
Carbohydrates. Because, and I was saying, well, it's really tough without supplementing protein for vegans to get protein. And she said that the amount of protein I consume is can lead to kidney problems. Is that true?
Well, I think if you hydrate well,
I drink a gallon of water a day.
Right.
So you're okay. But tons of protein would hurt your liver if you didn't drink a lot of water, or what's the deal?
Not liver, but
Kidneys, sorry.
So I think a lot of it, I tell people, if you do a lot of protein supplements, if you do creatine, you do all that type of stuff, you want to hydrate well, so you flush through your system.
Okay.
But it would take a lot of protein to hurt your kidney.
Lot. Like how much?
Like way more than you probably are going to consume,
let's
unless you're taking a bunch of supplements.
Let's say a 220-pound person, what would do it?
Pound. Yeah.
I don't know that I can give you an accurate estimate.
I mean,
guess
200 grams.
I eat about 200 grams.
That's
protein
quite a bit.
shakes.
That's quite a bit. I don't know that you need 200 grams.
I was trying.
I don't think it's going to shut down your kidneys though.
No.
And we did check your kidneys and they're fine. So yeah, I don't think 200 grams is going to do it.
Okay, I'm just checking.
But I mean, you need some carbs, but
yeah,
I don't think you could do all carbs. I think you need to balance it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. What about someone on a vegan diet? Do you ever see anything like that? Do they have problems just going no natural protein?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes people do no meats. We'll see, their platelet count fall or their white count fall.
Right.
And I think you need protein, you need carbs, you need a little bit of everything, you need some fats. But yeah, I don't think it's great to get no protein either. I mean, you need to get some protein. You can get protein with the vegan diet, but I think you have to search for things.
Right. Wow. What about like a keto diet, like no carbs?
The issue I think with the keto diet is number one, it's very hard to stick with.
Yeah, it's impossible.
Okay, so I've seen mixed results. I've seen people on keto diets whose cholesterol come down and who do really well and their sugars come down. Usually the sugar always comes down because you're not eating any carbs.
Okay.
But I've seen a lot of people's cholesterol double. Even on medicine.
Even though you on some of those things you read, it's like, oh, your cholesterol will be fine.
Well, but I think if you are sticking to a true keto diet, but a lot of people cheat here and there and you're not sticking to it.
Right.
And then the big thing with the keto is how do you stick to it forever?
It's impossible. Yeah.
Yeah.
People do that during the week, right?
I was putting like butter in their coffee.
See, I wasn't doing it to the extent of too much fat, like enough fats, because the first couple days of keto, you eat so much fat that I was literally like pooing and bleeding. It was so bad. It was so I could not stick to it. Truly, I could not do it. But yeah. But I lost doing keto. I was probably the skinniest I've ever been.
Right.
But the problem is, you go so low on carbs that I lost strength when lifting weights. So I didn't want that.
That makes sense.
Because you have no energy. During the week, and you get like dead brain.
Well, what do they talk about? Like, I'm thinking about the keto stuff. Like they say, like, oh, your body's gonna adjust and start burning proteins or fat
stores
for energy instead of. I mean, is that all junk?
No, I mean, I think there's some truth to that, but the problem is that's if you stick to a keto diet strictly.
So people don't stick.
Right. It's hard. I mean, it's hard to do.
It is very hard.
Right.
Wow, so I think for me, if you're going to do, the keto diet's supposed to decrease insulin levels, which decreases appetite, increases metabolism, and it does all that. But I don't know that how repeatable it is.
Yeah.
Reproducible to how you can do it long term. And that's the problem I run into. And then when people take a day off, that kind of screws the system. You might still lose weight, but then they come in and they're, LDL, which is a bad cholesterol, will go to like 200.
Because you're throwing it all out of ketosis and whatever, all that other stuff is. There you go.
Yeah.
Let's take a comment. When antihistamines 24/7, 365 does absolutely nothing and debilitating, are there options, or am I just getting old, yellow, and buried in the backyard?
No, there's options. I mean, I think over the counter wise, you could add a steroid nasal spray. There's Flonase, there's Nasacort Aqua, a bunch of different ones, and then also you can get prescription Singulair, which works a little differently. So antihistamines obviously block histamine. I'm going to bore you with science here. There's two parts to the allergy cascade. You inhale something you're allergic to. Initially, your body releases histamine. That gives you your itchy, watery eyes, runny nose, itchy throat. And then eventually that'll lead to congestion. So then the second phase of the allergy cascade is leukotriene. So that's a hormone that causes a lot of congestion. Okay. So that's what Singulair blocks. So, if you have itchy, watery eyes and a lot of congestion and the antihistamine doesn't help the congestion, then you can add something like Singulair. Typically I add one at a time. You do an antihistamine, you do a nasal spray. It depends on your symptoms. then you can add some singular.
There you go, Megan. Maybe you need to go talk to Dr. Nino.
Yeah.
He knows what he's talking about. Uh-oh. She was watching us, Isaac.
Going vegan is all about balance. No worries. You'll get all the protein and carbs you need.
Hi, Christina. She was here. She was watching.
200 grams though.
So, like I said, there's a vegan protein powder that Target has. It's 30 grams per scoop, and it's pretty solid amount of protein. But I don't know. I don't think whey for me is still better. I don't know.
But you don't.
why.
You're allergic to whey, though, right?
I don't break out anymore. My belly still hurts a lot, but
When you take it,
Yeah.
oh, that's terrible.
but my face used to break out so bad when I would take it.
Oh, did it really?
Mhm.
Yeah. So yeah. This is Christine. This is from Going Vegan. She was on.
You do okay with milk?
Now I used to. I couldn't do it. It was weird. Like I hit 20. I went to college, and then all the way through probably 25 or 26, I would break out so bad with anything dairy, and then I don't know why. Recently, it just went away.
That's why you do better with whey. Yeah.
With what?
Whey protein.
Yeah, whey. So
But
whey's
always in terms of like strength, whey was always superior, the best. But I tried beef protein, I tried vegan protein, I tried everything, but it was not the
do
same.
you break out with regular milk or no?
I did. Yeah.
Not anymore though.
Not anymore though. Like since 26,
Sensitize
27.
yourself.
Yeah, it's weird.
Wow. Okay. Let's see here. Anybody have any other questions? I got some in here too. I wrote some down. I have like all kinds of true or falses. It's awesome. True or false, Nino? Stress is the main cause of ulcers.
False.
We got that one right.
Main cause. Go ahead.
I don't
So-
think it's the main cause. I mean, it can cause
Stomach
Acid.
ulcers are overuse of painkillers. The main causes of stomach ulcers. That's what this is.
like non-steroidal anti-inflammatories like Advil.
Yes.
That's exactly what.
Wow. He is so good.
That's right on the freaking money.
Wow, Nino.
Wait, somebody's got a question, Luke.
Okay.
Stacy.
Oh,
Stacy
Stacey.
Willis.
Whoa,
Question.
here's a good one. My daughter is struggling with poopy fest.
I can't get her to eat a lot of green veggies in a well-rounded fiber diet. She wants to eat chicken nuggets, noodles,
Join
pizza.
the freaking party.
But when I try and cook healthy meals, she tells me I'm ruining her life.
also the same.
She also struggles with dairy lately, belly aches, so we have to cut back any ways. And I'm wondering if a child age 8 who is a picky eater can benefit from a fiber gummy.
Sure. Absolutely. We use fiber gummies all the time. Absolutely. Yeah, it might help soften the stool. Hopefully help her move better. Lots of dairy will constipate you. If she gets really backed up, Miralax is a pretty good, safe medicine to use as needed.
Hey, Stacy, every 2 out of my 3 kids are the same exact way. And one
Right.
of those 3 is 11. So
Yeah.
you're good. Yeah. That's got to be normal, right?
It is. In time, when they're around their friends start eating different things.
They'll start trying.
They'll start
stuff.
trying stuff. But, I always tell people, if there's certain fruits and veggies they like, inundate them with those. Add some fiber gummies. Juices always get the bowels going.
Yeah. What is
Fiber gummies are great if you need to use Miralax.
So what is fiber? Does it bind you up or
Fiber could
what's it do to you?
do a couple things. If you're loose, it could bulk up the stool.
Okay.
Yeah. And then if your stool's too dry, it could bring some fluid into it. And
So it does
soften
everything.
up. It could.
Fiber is like a miracle in your stomach. So if your diarrhea, eat some fiber.
Yeah.
If your poopy's too loose, eat some fiber. If you can't,
if it's too dry,
if you can't get that stuff out, eat some fiber.
I'm
Wow.
gonna uptake the fiber when I go real low in carbs. I have to uptake the fiber because it's just not solid.
I'm talking to somebody like a doctor now, and they said I had to have 25 to 30 grams of fiber a day, and
To help lose weight.
to help with my stomach stuff, to stomach and get stuff. I don't know. I'm just doing what the guy said. Well, I mean, why would he tell me that?
Well, I think it does a lot of things. Number one, keeps your bowels healthy by getting your bowels moving.
Yeah.
Number two, it also, for diet wise, it makes you fuller. It makes
Yeah.
you eat less.
Yeah, he was like 25 grams of fiber, and he said the rest will come. So I'm like taking what's that? I'm like a
Fiber
80
one, you stir it into your drink or gummies.
Like Metamucil.
Metamucil stuff. Yeah.
There's all kinds of fiber
Mhm.
supplements.
Yeah, and fiber gummies too.
Fiber gummies are good.
They're actually really good. They're a nice little snack until you poop your brains out. like a half hour later, you're running up to the bathroom. Megan Hamilton says, "This is the way."
This is the way.
Steve Gates says, "Happy birthday, Luke! Don't forget your fiber." That's right, buddy. Megan, Stacy and Willis, our kiddo had similar issues. I ground up flax and mix it into meals, yogurt, applesauce, anything. Work like magic. There you go. We're helping today. We're helping. Let's see here. Okay, let's ask
There's another comment down below.
Why
I
can't
see
we
it,
ever
though.
see these down here? Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I think. Okay.
You're welcome. Yeah.
Let's see. Should we ask another question? One of these? Let's see
Yeah.
how he does here. Well, I know that one. Eggs are bad for your heart.
No, it's false.
False. What about cholesterol?
What about cholesterol?
Well, isn't that part of the eggs?
It is. I mean, I guess how many eggs you're eating.
How many? That's a good question. How many are too many eggs in a day?
I think a couple eggs is okay.
4
Every day?
every day.
4 yolks?
1 3 egg whites and 1 yolk.
Yeah, that's fine.
There you go. And the yolks
Eggs are pretty solid though because they fill you up.
and the protein.
They're not
No.
that many calories per egg.
Yeah.
As long as you don't like load it up with butter. And stuff.
Yeah. No.
And then the protein's high too.
Yeah.
Right.
I love it.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
The guy at the doctor. I'm just testing this doctor. He said 1 egg yolk and like 2 or 3 eggs is okay. Just like see, Nina, you are passing the
The
test
other
today,
thing?
so you must be a doctor.
I didn't realize I was testing.
Yeah,
We're
you're doing a really good
Nino,
job.
Nino, is it bad? Since we're on eggs, is it bad if someone goes to the store, you get the egg whites that come in the carton that are like homogenized and pasteurized and all that good stuff, and just drink the whole thing? Is that bad?
Yeah, I don't know that I would do that.
Okay.
Okay.
I shouldn't do that.
True or false? You need 8 glasses of water every day.
I don't know that you need 8 glasses of water every
He's
day.
freaking amazing. All right, look, it literally says there's no scientific evidence that the 8 is the magic number. All right, good.
Why do you not? Why do you
What's
not
good? Like a
need
lot of
that
water?
much water? Like,
Well, first of all, I think you get some hydration from other avenues. You know, you're drinking other things, not just water. And I don't think you require 64 ounces. Your body just doesn't require 64 ounces.
I mean, all you're going to do is pee a lot, right?
Yeah. It's good to flush out your system. It's good to drink water. It's not going to hurt you.
Yeah.
You could drink too much. Some people drink too much and it could,
at what
large
point is it
amounts.
too much? I've always wondered.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't know that I can give you an amount because it
Mhm.
depends on how your body processes it all. But,
Yeah.
a lot of times people will drink enough water that it dilutes their, their electrolytes in their blood.
So my question would be, as someone who drinks like almost a gallon a day, I wish there was a way to know where I was drinking enough, but I could also stop, like drink enough, but not keep going so that I'm not going pee all the time.
Yeah. I think once your urine's clear, you're hydrated.
Okay.
Do you pee at night?
Oh, dude, it's
Yeah, I
the
do
worst.
every
That
day.
is the worst
Yeah.
part about drinking too much water.
Yeah.
Or drinking
Well,
a lot of water.
Empty your bladder before bed.
I do.
Do you?
It's-
Like twice.
yeah, still wake
How
up.
much are you drinking late?
I just drink the whole time.
Yeah.
Lately, yeah.
So I would try to cut back on how much you're drinking before bed within a couple hours.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Because
Okay.
it's probably the 2 to 4 a.m. window every single
yeah.
night.
Me
I
too.
always wake up in that time period and go
I'm
pee.
gonna text you tonight when I wake up. See if you're up.
Okay.
See if we're peeing at the same
Oh my
time.
gosh, I'm peeing
Right.
right now.
what are the odds?
Give it a couple hours. You'll be all right.
All right.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
All right, here we go. Wait, there was a funny comment. All right. From our superintendent from Poland, I blame all my weight issues on pizza in Youngstown because he's new. He's
Oh,
almost
pizza
been a
in
year.
Youngstown's great. I love pizza.
Yeah, that's a killer. You better not be eating pizza. You got to run with the Bulls in a month, right? Was it a
He's
month?
going to Spain and running with the Bulls.
Bring him pizza.
Yeah, you should bring some pizza with you. You better.
No, I agree with him.
Oh,
our
our
many.
pizza's off the
Yeah,
hook.
he's
here.
from Cincinnati, so he moved here and he's just
Yeah.
running the gauntlet of different Youngstown pizza places.
Yeah, there's so many different varieties as far as types. It's not all like New York style defense.
Yeah.
So,
There's a lot.
Stacy says also can't lose weight at age 44 because I love wine, nachos, carbs. Do you suggest stapling the mouth? I mean, what like wait? I mean, I'm trying here. I'm down, but it's tough. Like
Yeah.
you have to see
Well, I think what happens is, we see a lot of people complain about weight all
right
the time.
all the time. It
As,
has to be
as you
a
get
huge
older, your metabolism goes down. So
Yeah.
dieting is good, but you also need to find a way to get your metabolism up. That's where exercise comes in.
thing. Exercise.
When you're younger, you could probably just cut some calories and lose weight.
Yeah.
And you could still do it when you're older. I think, I'd probably say 70-80% of it's diet.
Yeah.
But as you get older, especially for females, once you're menopausal,
Yeah.
lose some estrogen, your metabolism goes down. The only way I think to get that back up is to exercise, right?
Walk, run.
Right. Yeah. I always tell people, you don't have to go run a marathon.
Yeah.
You can walk, just get cardiovascular. It takes about 20 minutes to start burning fat. So I say try to work yourself up to 45 minutes or so, 4 days a week.
45 minutes, 4 days away.
You'll see a difference.
Awesome.
The more you can do, the better, but at least
There you go.
Try 4 days.
Stacy, start walking. Probably lay off the wine, not just in carbs.
Right.
But I'm not a doctor. Hi, Alexis. Thank you. Alexis is my little friend.
Aw.
Debbie's daughter. She's awesome. I love her. All right. Stephanie. I heard take your weight, divide it in half. That's how many ounces you should drink.
I don't know.
I
Where
would.
did that come from?
I would drown.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot, right?
110 ounces of water.
I think
Dude.
that's too much.
That's a lot of water.
That's a lot. That's a lot more water for me. That's a ton.
Yeah.
I'd freaking be peeing all day. I don't know, Stephanie. Stephanie's pretty fit though. Do you do that, Stephanie?
Well, what's
That's crazy.
how many ounces in a liter?
I have no idea.
Let's see.
Like how many
many ounces
ounces?
are
How many
in a
ounces in a gallon?
Dude,
This is 16.9 ounces. It's 500 mLs.
there's 30.
So you got to
So
drink
33?
30. Yeah, 33. 33. Yeah, 33. 5 of those. I drink 5 of those in a
Yeah,
day.
you could do that. I do that.
Yeah, I do that every day.
You could. I don't know that you have to.
True.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's all I'm
okay.
saying.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, drinking water obviously is.
Great. Yeah.
Anybody else? This is good. All right. This
Go to the new
fun.
comments, Luke.
New
Says
comments?
New one.
Nah.
Yep.
Oh, wow, we got a lot. Sorry, guys.
Isaac sounds like he just needs to chill out, Maggie.
Wow.
About what, Maggie? What was I saying?
It's probably water,
Sounds
your
like you just
diet,
need to chill
probably
out.
all of that stuff.
I like talking about that stuff. I
Okay,
love
here
it.
we go. Paul,
Hey, Paul.
regarding your comments on cholesterol earlier, are high LDL still a bad thing if triglycerides are normal following a low carb diet?
Yeah, I think, so, you have total cholesterol, you have triglycerides, you have HDL, which is good cholesterol, and LDL, which is bad cholesterol. LDL being high is the bad thing. So I think, typically with no other medical problems, you want to see it below 130, ideally around 100.
For triglycerides or LDL?
LDL.
Okay.
Triglycerides really like to see it below 150.
Okay. What was my cholesterol? Was it like, what's that, 200? It's a little high. It was a little high. 200?
I don't remember. Did I do it?
No, you didn't.
He did mine. One of mine was high. I think it was the good one though.
Yeah, your cholesterol is good.
Yeah.
Would 200 be high?
Not for a total. And then, the total could be.
It was the total.
The total could be high if the total could be high if your HDL, your good cholesterol's high. So if your total's high, it's not necessarily a bad thing
Okay.
if your HDL's 90.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
What's your favorite pizza, Dr.
Oh,
Nino?
I have a lot of favorites. It just depends on the type. Like
yeah.
the one thing I like about Youngstown is there's, you have thicker crusts, you have thin crusts, you have so like New York style.
Yeah.
I like Bella Napoli.
Yes.
It's Isaac's. Yeah.
I
that's
like
Isaac's.
Pizza Boy.
Yeah,
I think
Pizza
his
Boy's
pizza's good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like a thicker crust, I like Elmton Avalon.
Yep.
And then like if you want like a greasy, really good pizza, you got to go to Uptown.
Uptown is really
I
good.
haven't had Uptown yet.
And then you know who else? My friend I grew up with has a pizza truck. Reese Food Company. Did you ever have there?
Yeah,
That's what people keep saying.
They're
man.
super
They've
good.
been messaging us, or one of the guys that works there, it wants us, me, you, and Steve Gates, to go do one from their food truck.
You
like
should.
like a eating thing.
I grew up with Joe, but let me tell you, he's like worked on the pizzas and he
Yeah.
has sandwiches and his pizza is good
Really in
Yeah.
a food truck.
in a food truck.
Wow.
So he's going to be, how I think Larry's was looking
yeah.
at
He's
food
gonna be
trucks.
there.
He's going to be
Is
there.
Larry not doing food anymore?
I don't know.
That's good. I don't
I
know.
can't
Have
say that
you
I know that.
tried St. A's Bistro in Struthers?
I have.
That
I like
place.
that
It's
one
good.
too. I really like that one. But Uptown is like the one that you go and you get when you're hammered drunk and you want pizza because it's so greasy.
I've never had it.
What's the one downtown too?
Avalon.
Avalon is
yeah.
really
Avalon.
good.
But like you said, that's a thicker crust, almost
Yeah.
like a pastry dough.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
like so flaky.
That's what
But then New York style is Bella Napoli all day.
Fun,
But yeah.
fun story during Isaac's wedding. I mean, obviously, best. I was freaking hammered. Okay, and I was staying with one of his buddies in a hotel room. We were just bunking up, and after the wedding, I was sitting. I went to what's it called? Not Uptown.
Avalon.
Avalon. Went to Avalon downtown. So I'm sitting in a bar. I ordered a pizza just to bring back to the room by myself. In walks his buddy Joel, and I'm like, dude, how
He's
did
in town right now.
He's like, how? I was like, how did you know I'd be in here? And he goes, I had a feeling you'd be here. It was like
I
2
just
o'clock in
knew.
the morning. He was like, I had a feeling you'd be getting a pizza. We crushed that pizza. Oh, it was so
Yeah.
good. All right, let's see.
So much fun.
Stephanie says, I try. All right, here we go. Does the antiviral medication for COVID have many side effects? Any danger in taking it?
So I have a lot of comments on that one, I guess. So if you look at Paxlovid, which is the Pfizer antiviral,
Okay.
so the studies were in patients that were not vaccinated. They did very well when they took it. 90% of the time keeps you out of the hospital, keeps you from dying.
Yeah.
So the interesting thing is, what do you do if you're vaccinated? I mean, you could take it. And obviously, if it helps you when you're not vaccinated, it should help you when you're vaccinated. I don't know the amounts, though. It hasn't been studied.
Right.
So that's one thing that kind of goes through my mind as far as does the effectiveness change. So there's an antiviral, and then there's another medicine in there, which is an antiviral. But the reason for the other medicine, ritonavir, is to kind of make the initial antiviral a little more effective, right? So it slows the breakdown of it.
Yeah.
The problem is that medicine interacts with a lot of other medicines. So the one thing you have to make sure is it doesn't interact with any other medications you take. And then you really need to start it right away within the first 2 days. And then the latest thing is there's been a couple cases recently of some people that have taken it, and then after 5 days, their symptoms come back. So that needs to be studied more.
Whoa. That's
Yeah.
It's still scary, man.
So is it a good drug? I mean, in the studies, it was very effective.
Yeah.
The cases that I've heard that they get like recurrence.
Yeah.
I don't know, have enough info on that. They're going to have to study it to see
Wow.
what the difference was, why that happened. And I think they probably should do studies on people that are vaccinated.
Yeah.
Because if you're vaccinated, but you're high risk and you want to take something.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. There you go.
My preference would be monoclonal antibody treatment.
There you go. I don't know what that means, but there you go. Wow. When you totally off subject, not off subject, same subject. When you write somebody a new prescription, like doctors are always like, I'm gonna write this. Do you look to see? Sorry, we're too close. Do you look to see what they're on, and like, do you have it like memorized, or do you have like a little book, like, okay, this counteracts with this counteracts with it? Like, how does that work?
Obviously, so when we're in your chart, your medication list is there, so I know what you're on, and then you look at that, and most of the time, you know if there's interactions just from writing prescriptions over and over again.
Right.
Now, in the world of electronic medical record, you plug a medicine in there, and it runs a check for you.
Oh, so it's got a little computer.
Yeah,
it's like loan officers.
Yeah,
we have our
we
computers.
Plug everything into our computer.
Yeah,
We
we
don't have to know any of the loan officer math. We just plug it in.
Right, it does everything. I couldn't run like if you ask me a payment, I'd have no idea how to pull my
like back in the day.
Yeah,
if you weren't sure, you'd either knew, or if you're like, oh, I'm not sure, you'd have to look. But now it runs it for you.
Wow, cool. That's cool. Good. All right, here we go. EJ, are you hungry? New York, Detroit, deep dish. Which one, kind of, sort of?
I'm a New York style.
Which one's New York style?
Like, Napoli, real thin
crust.
Thin.
See, I like thick crust.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like them all, but if I had a preference, I'd say New York style.
Someone brought Luke pizza from Uptown one time. Yeah, you did, EJ. Love Uptown. That was a while.
It's always
ago.
a good. I mean,
yeah, that was a while.
I gotta
ago.
try it, man.
Yeah,
it feels so bad. That's Youngstown Pizza Review's favorite pizza too.
You never tried it?
No, I
Never?
We're gonna get you an Uptown Pizza.
Oh my
it's
gosh!
the old.
Are they open?
It's the.
Can we take the show on the road?
We should do
the old Dunkin' on Market Street.
Yeah, that's a long time ago.
Yeah.
Dunkin'.
Next time I'm on, we're gonna do it from.
Let's
Uptown.
do it.
From
Oh my
Uptown.
gosh,
Yeah,
totally.
absolutely.
We'll calculate the calories.
I'll wait until then to try the pizza.
Yeah.
Too.
Oh, here we go. Good question. Let's talk about sleep a little bit.
Yeah.
You need less sleep as you get older.
I don't know that you need less, but you sleep less as you get older.
You do sleep less as you. That's why I can't sleep until like 11 o'clock anymore, like I used to be able to.
you do sleep less as you get older.
Okay. You ever sleeping?
Dude, my like internal clock wakes me up at 6:30 every freaking morning. It doesn't matter if I go to sleep at 11.
You get drunk? Are you sleeping?
I sometimes will sleep until 8, but the problem is whenever you drink, I don't get good sleep.
Yeah.
And I just
Your
wake up
heart's
and then
racing, you're-
Oh yeah.
and then I crash in the morning and sleep all the next day.
Yeah.
But I still that morning after drinking, even if I stay up till 2 a.m., I'll wake up at 6:30.
I wake up. It doesn't matter. Like I'll be drunk. I'm waking up at 5 or 6 every freaking day. It doesn't matter.
But I can go to sleep. I can go to sleep at 9 though, which is.
However, we stay up till 2. Like when we go ghost hunting.
Mhm.
If we go ghost hunting, I'll sleep until like 8, 9, or 10.
Yeah, well,
Because
you're
I
not
think it's
boozing.
like-
You're not
Yeah,
boozing.
not
so
boozing,
your
but I
body-
think it's because I push it too far. And I'm like, okay, we're gonna sleep in.
Cool.
Let's see Yes, I have pizza in the oven right now. I just got done with golf. Like, oh, he's drunk. Are you drunk? Did you go to golf league and get drunk? Totally dead. Again, if you guys have questions, true or false? There's no way you know. Okay. A bar of soap is covered in germs.
True.
I would say true.
This is false.
How does that? What if a bar of soap's been?
I guess if
sitting
it's
there forever?
antibacterial, I would say false. If it's not antibacterial, there's probably pores and stuff in there.
Yeah.
You might transfer germs to the soap while you scrub up, but they won't last long enough to spread. An extensive, so it's not about the soap; it's about the bacteria on the soap will die within minutes
Because
that are
it's
not
on the
transmitted.
soap.
Yeah, because it's not transmitted.
You're telling me that crusty, gross piece
the
of Old Spice that's been sitting in my shower for a year and a half isn't gross?
I guarantee there's something on.
Yeah. Come on,
Right.
man.
My guess is
Like
Come on.
you go to like a truck stop bathroom. and
That's a great science experiment, though. Like to take that and
Oh,
see how many
that's so nasty.
germs are on it.
Oh, these are some good ones. None of it. We do not expect you to get there. Again, true or false? This is good for Isaac too. We're
Okay.
gonna
Yeah,
true or
yeah.
false. Holding in a sneeze is unhealthy.
I was always told to let it out, let her rip. So
I don't
it's
think it's
unhealthy.
I don't think so.
This says true. Holding in a sneeze. Okay, let's see what they say though. As your body gets ready to sneeze, pressure builds in your lungs. When your body tries to push out the air, it needs somewhere to go. And if you're pinching your nose and mouth, right,
It goes to your eyeballs,
it could be rerouted to your ears.
ears.
Sneezing can propel air and droplets as an estimated 100 miles per hour. When you hold in a sneeze, pressure builds up. In one study, computers in biology and medicine, researchers found that holding in a sneeze can build up pressure as much as 24 times the normal sneeze.
Well, have you ever held your nose and sneeze, and you can feel the pressure?
Right.
It goes
But I
straight to
didn't-
your ears.
I guess if you're gonna
These are
plug
like-
every orifice,
Yeah.
I thought maybe you're just trying not to sneeze. It'll come out your nose. I didn't realize we were plugging every opening.
Are you?
It does have to go
Isaac,
somewhere.
true or false? If you plug your nose, ears, and mouth when you sneeze, it will come out your belly button.
Yeah. We're obnoxious sneezers though. Like,
Oh,
dude,
Oh,
are you like? Do you try and hold it back a little bit, or do you let her go?
I let it go, but I
Yeah.
don't know that I don't know that it's obnoxious.
We're like
Well,
the wind up of like
You're like trying to get it out.
Yeah,
Is that what you're saying?
I'm trying to get it out and let everyone
Yeah.
know in the block that I'm
Yeah.
doing it. This is fun. This is a good one. I like this one. True or false?
Okay.
Not all heart attacks involve chest pains.
No, that's true.
I always thought it was like arms.
A study of more than 1.1 million heart attack patients published in the Journal of American Medicine found that 31% of men, 42% of women didn't have chest pain before being hospitalized. The American Heart Association calling 911 for other symptoms to include shortness of shortness of breath, lightheadedness, a pain in your arms, back, neck, jaw, or stomach. Wow.
I was getting for the longest time, and I actually talked to Nino about this when I went to the doctor. For the longest time, I was getting like a real sharp pain in my left pec, like almost under it. And I always thought it was like my heart doing something because it felt like somebody was stretching out a rubber band and then snapping it. And it was a real sharp, like almost like a knife pain,
Yeah.
where I would like breathe in and be like,
Was it gas or something?
I don't know. Nino, what was it?
What is it? If I remember, I thought it was.
What was it?
Like it's like
I
somebody.
think we thought it was more muscular because it was
Yeah.
quick. I mean, it
Yeah.
came and went. Like if
Yeah.
you're not gonna have a heart attack and it's gonna last a second, and that's
Yeah.
it.
I
It's
get like
like-
a pain over here, but I think it's like gas or something.
That's not where your heart is though.
No,
That's the right side.
is it my liver? I did some really damage to it.
That looks like it's
Yeah.
a little.
Is that my liver?
A little high for your liver.
Is that my liver, Nino?
It's more your breasts.
Oh, it's my boobs. Oh, there's something wrong with my boobs.
Yeah.
Nino, can you feel my boob real quick and make sure it's all right? Oh,
I'll
my
defer to.
God.
I know it's your
Let me
birthday and all.
Let me see, big guy.
Nino,
I'll do it. I'll check it out
Look,
while singing.
I
Happy
believe
Birthday.
guys are supposed to get breast exams if I remember correctly.
That's what we had a
Yeah.
breast cancer
She said that.
survivor on.
All right.
Yeah.
Nino,
And
that's gonna when we go off the air, that's gonna be my birthday present. Nino's gonna give me a breast exam. Oh, EJ, knock it off with your advertising. Have to be professional tomorrow for the carpet and upholstery cleaning schedule clients. All right, let's see. Oh, here's the other one. Oh, yes, this is a great question, Stacy. How does melatonin differ from a sleep aid? Is one better than the other if you suffer from not being able to fall asleep? Also, why do some people wake up in the middle of the night every single night at 2 or 3 a.m. for no reason? Like I don't have to pee. Why am I just waking up? I do that too sometimes.
Yeah, just wake up. Yeah.
I think you go through sleep cycles. Sometimes you're in deeper sleep, sometimes you're in lighter sleep, depending on what sleep stages.
Yeah.
And I think when you're in lighter sleep, little things wake you up. Noises.
Yeah. Always the same time though for me. That's weird.
So
well, if you go to bed the same time every night, you're thinking about
yeah.
Your sleep cycles are different, usually
that makes sense.
amounts of time. So if you're still going to bed around the same time within 30 minutes or so.
What do you think? Oh, go ahead.
I said I'll go to sleep. If I go to sleep too early, I'll wake up at that 3 a.m. But the death sentence of staying up is if you look at your phone.
Oh, I never
cannot.
Yeah.
I cannot look at my phone. If I look at my phone, it like wakes my brain
I
up.
do that sometimes too.
Yeah, and
it's like automatic.
a death sentence. I will stay up until 8 a.m. Yeah, and then fall asleep. Or
and then I'm going to comment on melatonin real quick. So melatonin is a natural substance, right? So it's in your body. Your body makes it. It's circadian type. So I guess when you're taking that, you're just trying to boost those levels to get you in like a nice, more natural sleep, to where most sleep aids just try to make you sleepy.
So melatonin, do you think it works?
Sure.
I mean, it knocks me. It knocks me. Do you take it?
I've never taken any kind of sleep aid. I can fall asleep anywhere and everywhere.
At night, I take one before I go to bed.
Usually with melatonin too, the more you take it, the better it works.
Yeah, I take it every night before I go to bed. How often can you get a cortisone shot in your knee if the first one didn't work?
You still do it like every 3 months. That's the quickest you can get it. So
yeah,
the shortest interval, I should say, is 3 months.
And that's,
whether it works or not.
That's for like arthritis in your knee?
Oh, good question, Will. Out of curiosity, personal and professional opinion. So your personal and professional on tackle football being offered for kids at such a young age.
That's a good question.
Yeah, I mean, obviously when you're younger, more chance for injury. My personal opinion is I'm not a huge fan. I'd probably say 6th grade, junior high is probably okay.
Yeah.
I think you can be a little bit more.
6th grade?
6th grade, 7th grade.
My parents. That's when I started.
What if in
I just think you're more aware. You can protect yourself. You can get in shape, be prepared. I think a lot of these younger kids kind of just go.
Yeah.
And a lot of them don't realize the repercussions of what can happen.
What if you have a very big
who is doing a majority of the hitting or can take a hit?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's okay for him. The problem is for everybody else.
He's
right?
breaking all the other children.
That's the issue.
And for those of you who are like, he's not playing. Maggie won't let him play. I have a Sasquatch of a 7-year-old.
Yeah,
I mean, he's bigger than like 9-year-olds. I mean, he's huge.
Built like a Ford F-150.
I don't know where he gets that from, but him and I have a very similar body type. I mean, he is a freaking tank, and he's like, he could play. I told him, I was like, he's not gonna get hurt. There's no, I mean, those kids could run and hit him, and they're just gonna go, like he'd be standing there. I mean, there's just no way. So, all right, so there you go.
I think that's probably my personal and professional opinion. I think 6th, 7th grade.
Okay, and that's when I started. Let's see here. These are all good questions, guys. Keep them coming. I got them. It's been a while. Carpet Smith Upholstery, which is you. Happy birthday. You didn't get me when I said I knew what you were doing, for the record. Oh, that is funny. Another comment. We got it right. Wow, we got a lot.
You drive me crazy with that, Luke.
I know. I keep hitting the wrong button. I need my mouse back. Do not look at the phone. Laugh out. Yeah, I know. That's terrible. What do you do for gout when you are on allopurinol?
Yeah.
But you love red meat and you're still getting flare-ups.
So usually if I have someone on allopurinol and they love beer and meat, I'll bring them in and we'll adjust the dose to get their uric acid level below 7. If you get it below 7, you should have less flares. If you are on allopurinol and you're eating meat and drinking beer and you're at a good dose and you're still having symptoms, you can start colchicine, which is another medication.
There you go.
Yeah, it stops the crystal formation.
I've always wondered this. Is gout directly from eating too much meat and booze, or does it have to do with like family too as well? Or genetics?
I mean, I think it's from hydration. I don't think it's family as much, but your ability to break down, uric acid purines. So
yeah.
if you have high levels, you can have it.
What's gout?
And then the other thing too is,
Like
there's pseudo gout, which acts like gout. It's more calcium deposition. So if your uric acid level is not elevated and you're on allopurinol and getting breakthroughs, you could try colchicine, but you should also rule out other causes. The only way to really know that is you get to like a rheumatologist, aspirate the joint, or if it's your knee, you can see an
Is
orthopedic.
it a foot
Explain
thing?
to him what gout
Is it a foot thing, right?
It's just a joint thing.
Joint.
Uric acid in your blood's elevated and you form crystals.
Why does it always seem to be in feet though?
Yeah, it's the great toe is usually where you get it in the big toe.
Yeah.
Good
My
question.
truck drivers would always.
But you can get it anywhere.
By the way, we have 40 people watching right now, and we have 4 likes. So if you're watching, if you want Dr. Nino to say another word, you better like this post.
Go down below.
Go
Give
down
us
below
a
and
give us
like
a
it
thumbs
and
up.
Share
Give-
this post.
Give Dr. Nino a heart.
If I don't
maybe
see the lights go up, he's not talking again. I'm gonna turn his mic off until we get some. There we go. Look at that, Isaac. There it is.
Thank you, everybody.
We better hit 10.
What's Peter got to say?
I'm not clicking Peter's thing until. There we go. Thank you. That's better.
Heart. Look, Dr. Nino, they gave you a
And
heart.
you got to share too. Yeah, there we
Oh,
go.
we're jumping off
15.
now.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you. Jeez, man, everybody's sitting around taking advantage of our doctor not giving us likes.
Yeah.
All right. What happened to COVID, Nino?
What
How
happened to COVID?
It's still here. We just talked
Yeah,
about
it's here. Yeah, I think it's still here. I mean, what's happening is not as many people are getting as severely ill, and not as many people are dying. Deaths are way down. So,
That's good.
I think that's good. And you have a war going on, and the
Yeah.
economy's crashing.
Yeah,
I think there's
exactly.
other stuff to talk about.
Interest rates dropped a quarter today, Isaac.
That's-
Mortgage
That's
rates.
good. It's combating.
Isaac
the
and I were sitting on the
market.
couch. We were sitting on the couch. We were talking on the phone, and Isaac's like, "Oh yeah, the rates." I was like, "Dude, they're gonna drop." I was like, "They're gonna drop because people pull out of the market when it starts dropping and they start investing in
Bonds. Oh.
treasury bonds and stuff."
The market's a mess.
Oh, it's dropping
That's what
out
we
of the
want.
sky.
As loan officers, no offense, but because those rates, because everybody's like finding a safe spot in the bonds, and man, it freaking dropped a quarter today.
But it wouldn't long term though.
If the market keeps crashing, those rates will keep going down.
So if we enter into a bear market, which I think we're heading in that direction,
rates will drop.
They're gonna
Yeah.
trickle back down to the
Yep.
threes.
Yep.
Yay! Refinances to everyone.
Anybody who bought in the last like 6 months,
Yeah.
will be able to refund.
Sounds good to me.
All right. Sorry, we're talking about our paychecks. Oh man, this thing is so jacked up. We already read that one, right? Why is it so messed up, Isaac?
Because, dude, you can use one finger to scroll
No,
down,
but
two
it's the
fingers
comment
to
thing.
scroll.
I am. I'm scrolling. Look. All right, we're good. That's all. Comments. Do you have a question?
I don't have a question. I don't. Let's see what else you got on there, dude. Any
You want me
good
to ask
questions?
another one?
Yeah.
Oh, good question. True or false? Isaac, you have to answer this too. Isaac, you have to answer this before Nino does.
Okay, go ahead.
True or false? You should put ice on a burn.
Mama Schuster, I just used to run under cold water for a very, very long time. That's what
false.
That's false. It's important to false. It's important to immediately immerse the burn in cold water.
Mama Schuster was
Oh,
right.
Wait, it says cool, not
Not
cold.
cold. Okay.
Water and apply a cool wet compress for about 10 minutes. But don't use ice, which can cause
not?
more skin. It can cause more skin damage.
Oh,
It can
'cause
cause
the nerves. if
it
there's-
can cause the constriction of blood vessels, which make the burn deeper. Wow. After cooling the burn area, wash it with soap, water, apply petroleum jelly, and cover it with a non-stick sterile bandage.
You know, I remember that when Fred Schuster, our father, lit his arm on
Did you
fire.
Did you ever hear that story?
It's a doozy. He had
I was there.
Had a big
I
burn,
was there.
a big
I was
burn
there.
pile in the backyard, and I walked in on it.
Yeah.
And he was trying to light a fire, and a little bit of fire started up, but it wasn't quite as big as he wanted. So he took the gas tank, poured it on top. Fire rode up the gas tank, exploded, went all the way up
He's
his
like
arm,
this, like
and he's
on
running
fire,
around on fire.
On fire.
And yeah, it was so bad. I felt so bad for him. And like everything was like stick. I remember his clothes would stick
Oh,
to
yeah.
him, and it would like all his skin peeled
Oh.
off, and he had like all this cream he had to rub on his arm. Poor guy.
Yeah, that's our father.
Yeah.
Bo, we're going to charge you an office visit for this. Bo Weaver. Hi,
Hi, Bo.
doctor. Okay, this will save me a call. I'm just going to call your own. I mean, really? You can drop off your $70 copay here.
Yeah, I think that's a $15 copay,
Yeah,
sir.
we need your insurance number so we can check where your copay is.
Yeah.
Currently taking, I can't say, Levoxol, Losartan, and statin. Therefore, my old retired doctor was running my blood work every 6 months. Should I be continuing that, or is once a year okay? Might see you on next month, depending on your answer.
You should monitor those every 6 months.
Every 6 months. There you go.
Yep.
That's going to be a $15 Venmo charge,
yeah.
though. Please make that out to at the MLO Bros on Venmo. $15.
And we're going to make sure that we keep that $15 and don't donate it anywhere else, because that's ours from you, Bo. Will there ever be a cure for cancer? Jeez, oh man.
Solid
It's
question.
a hard-hitting question. Will there ever be a cure for cancer?
I don't know how do you answer that. I hope so. They're working on different things all the time. There's a lot of immunotherapies that they're work more through the immune system. I hope so.
Okay, there you go.
I feel like it's not just like it would be more focused on the different types of cancer.
Different types, right?
Yeah.
Rather
I mean,
than
some are
just
easier
one.
to treat than others.
Yeah.
Right.
You would think there would be, but it's just hard. Cancer tries to evade
Everything,
our
right?
body from
Yeah.
killing it. Yeah, so
Hmm.
it changes.
Thank you for educating us, DC Dr. Nino, but my DC loony matches up to you. Is that another doctor?
Very good. I don't know Dr. Lady, but that's great. I'm happy you have a good doctor.
Yeah, there you go. For those of you who are eligible for their second COVID vaccine booster, should they take it now or save it for the fall when everybody's back indoors? Ooh.
If you look at studies right now, they're saying over 60 or immunocompromised patients. So if you get the second booster, it doesn't really decrease your chance of getting the infection, but it decreases mortality by about 70 to 80%.
Okay,
So over 60, immunocompromised, I would get it now.
there you go.
Under 60, healthy person,
Wait.
you could wait.
Okay.
You could wait. Because in fall, you're going to have.
I got my freaking booster a month before I got that damn thing. And then I got it. I mean, it freaking knocked me on my ass for like I was calling him. I was calling Walt. I was freaking.
Is that
Yeah.
a situation where it's because it's too close to when you got the booster? Like it didn't have enough time to take effect?
Usually
crap.
within about 2 weeks after your booster, you should be getting. You had J&J, and then you had
I had J&J and then
Moderna.
yes,
Yeah, so you wonder how much of the effectiveness you had. Number
of
one,
the J&J.
Yeah.
Man, I mean that.
or even with your boosted, how much you got boosted.
Yeah, holy shit.
And then it's just there's a lot of other factors. Your immune system, what infections you've had before, all that.
Wow.
Did you
Yeah.
get it? You got it before? No, after New Year's, right?
It was
Use
like right
Use
after.
the bathroom.
Oh yeah, go
right
ahead.
after.
It was
Christmas?
right after New Year's. No,
Nino,
Nino, gotta go outside.
Nino, yeah, we don't have one. Out that door
Yeah.
to the right.
Nina's been drinking a lot of water.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you remember that?
Yeah, because who? So remember we
Oh.
thought it was our one cousin. Shelby's grandma had it too.
So you guys might have affected us on Christmas.
We went Christmas Eve or Christmas. No, it would have been after our
Yeah.
Christmas Eve thing.
It was.
We could have. I could have gotten it from. I got it on New Year's though. So right after
Yeah.
Christmas, I could have gotten it from Shelby's
Her.
grandma. Too.
Yeah, there's no doubt. I was freaking.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, it was bad,
On
man.
my butt.
Well-
Okay, Stacy, we'll wait on your question when the doctor gets back. Yeah, dude, that was terrible.
But that was the second time I got COVID.
Yeah.
It was like a light head cold, but the thing that sucked is we were just bored out of our minds because we couldn't go anywhere for 10 days or whatever it was. But the first time, dude, I was 12 days.
you were ready to go to the
solid.
doctor.
Ooh,
You were
I
ready
was-
to go to the hospital.
I
right?
was. I went to bed. I think day 5 or 6, and I was like, if it gets worse from here,
You're
because
done.
I had like chills and shaking. I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm going to the hospital if it gets worse tomorrow. And the next day, it was like 1,000 times better.
Yeah.
which is weird.
Yeah. All right. So while we're waiting on Nino to come back and finish up today, we are still collecting for Lowville.
The 7th and 8th
7th
grade.
and 8th grade for Lowville. As of now, we collected $15.50 for prom, which we already gave them a check for that. So
Yeah.
that's because that's just coming this Friday.
Well, you received like another 100 overnight. So
dude, we're at a total now. So we gave them a
Yeah.
check for like 18. We're almost at $3,000 total for the 7th and 8th grade in like 5 days.
we got another $1,000.
Hold on.
Oh, he got locked out. Yeah.
We got another $1,000.
Yeah. Because we gave him like 18. Yeah. Yeah. We gave him like $2,000
So we had like another $1,000 in the past 2 days.
in the last day and a half. Yeah.
That's ridiculous. Did
Yeah.
you get the check from?
Yes.
Holy shit.
Yeah. We're at another 1,000. We got to run back to Louisville and give him another check.
Yeah, that's
great.
Yeah. Like
bonkers.
$3,000 total for the 7. It's unbelievable.
For the 7.
And
That's
speaking of
wild.
that, we'll get to you guys' questions. O'Donut's going to go down there too, right? I believe they're going to be calling them and going down and giving donuts.
Yep.
It's amazing.
We kind of just were like, hey, we don't want to set it up. You guys can set it up. Just call,
burgers.
just call O'Donuts.
Yeah, so
that'd be
everybody's
great. You wanna-
everybody's coming together.
want to help however you can. It's
Oh,
just
dude, it's
tragic.
it's awful.
Yeah.
All right, let's read this here. Here we go. All right. One last question. I had a partial hysterectomy a few years ago, pre-cancer cells, and I felt amazing since, better actually than in prior. However, I noticed that it is harder to lose weight and easier to lose my shit, I would assume. So, can you suggest anything dietary supplements that may help me maintain feeding balance? And my age, or there are things that literally make me feel even shittier now, like processed food, red meat. I won't give up coffee or wine.
That's an interesting
Yeah.
question. That's a very
Yeah, my
interesting-
guess is you had your ovaries removed, so you became surgically menopause. So having less estrogen is kind of like going through menopause, and then you'll have all those effects, and it could affect mood, it could affect bone density, could affect metabolism, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
So natural stuff, and there's a lot of natural over-the-counter products. Black cohosh is the one you read about all the time. Estrogen is one that you'll see a lot of people take. It's like estrogen, but the V,
Yeah.
more vitamin stuff. But so those are natural ways to try to boost hormone levels.
There you go.
It's kind of tough.
So
though.
she
Like you
had
said, I think
partial hysterectomy, so that would mess. Even if it was partial, would still mess with her hormones, and then in
it could.
turn-
I think so.
slow
Partial. A
everything
lot of
down.
times they'll leave the cervix,
Mhm.
take the rest.
Mhm.
Is that what you're referring to? Did they take your ovaries?
If you want to disclose that, I don't know where.
Yeah,
Well,
that
no,
she just
true.
said she could.
Yeah.
I would say
know.
so. All right. We'll wait on that one, then we'll come back.
Yeah, that would be why.
You're great at podcasting. Do more. I don't think I could do more, but we do have them on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8:30. So yeah.
Maybe he's talking about Nino, not you, Luke. You
No,
said
she
better.
said you're doing great podcast-a-thons.
Nino did do a podcast. I thought.
Oh, I thought she was talking about Nino.
Unless Nino has his own. Okay, here we go. Uterus and one ovary out.
So my guess would have to be you're just not producing as much estrogen, which would have some mood effects, have some metabolism effects. So you can try some of those to get it naturally up, and then I do think exercise helps a lot. Just metabolism, releasing endorphins, all that good stuff.
Mhm.
Oh, here we go, David. All right. You still have the COVID antibodies. Are you protected better than if you got the COVID shot, Isaac? Would you like to take this one?
I'm not taking this one. I want to hear Nino.
So
say it.
natural immunity is great. It is. Natural immunity is good. You can still get infected, whether you have natural immunity, whether you have the vaccine, just because the variants have changed so much. You're still going to get the infection. You'll just tolerate it better. I think natural immunity probably, if you really look at all the studies, has found to be a little more effective than
I should be a freaking Superman right now. Though.
vaccine.
you have
Right.
all
So
of them.
and both is even better.
Yeah.
But what they're saying, there's a caveat to that.
Uh-oh.
So that is up until Omicron. So now studies have shown if you've had no infections and you just get Omicron, your coverage is not very good. So if you've only had Omicron
Yeah.
with no other
Yeah.
source of protection, no vaccine, then you're going to be better off getting the vaccine. So
Wow.
prior to Omicron, yes, Delta, all the variants before that, natural immunity is better. Omicron only, no Delta or anything before Omicron, your natural immunity is okay, but it really is not that great,
There you go.
or
Wow.
not as well as compared to a vaccine.
Very good. Look, Stacy Lynn says, I'm fine. I have no shame. Good.
So I figured I just asked. We're
Yeah.
just like throwing your
Right.
information out
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
all
Tell me
over
about
the-
your ovaries.
Yeah, exactly. It's like might as well ask.
I mean, you're going to go in those comments. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's see here. EJ says, thank you for always being such a parent and honest Dr. Nino.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you.
All right. Well, we're at an hour here, so let's talk a little bit about your what do we always call your Ozark job, where you're like a silent partner. O'Donut, what's going on over there?
Yeah, things are going good. We're looking forward to summer. You know, the first Friday in June is a donut day.
Is it
That's
really?
the
Friday in
big,
June?
National Donut Day.
Nice. I did not
Yeah.
know.
So is it a special or
It's coming up.
anything, or,
Yeah,
you know?
there'll be all kinds of specials. We'll have all kinds of things going on.
Well, the 10th of June, we're having you out at our event, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Donut's
Yeah.
going to be at the MLO Bros Movie and Family Fun Night at June 10th. That's a
Yeah.
Friday at 5. It opens up. We're going to have Donut and a couple other food trucks. We're going to have free bounce houses. We're going to have a dunk tank where Isaac and I will be in the dunk tank, and you get to take pop shots at us to dunk us in the water. Nina, now's your chance, buddy.
I'm in.
Our sister actually said she's bringing Ramon, who is a professional who played like college level
He played,
baseball.
he played at YSU?
Yeah,
Did he?
he played at
Nice.
YSU. So yeah,
Awesome.
that'll be awesome. You
Yeah.
just everybody come and just give
Yeah.
Ramon $5 and say, here you go, Ramon.
We're looking forward to that. No, I think so. Donuts are fun. You know, they're it's going well. We
Sandwiches and stuff too. It's not just donuts.
right. It's
though.
not. That's what I was going to say. We
Yeah.
have breakfast sandwiches. We have cinnamon rolls. We have donuts. We
Let's
have
talk
coffee.
about the breakfast sandwiches and the cinnamon rolls.
Yeah.
Off the charts.
Yeah. Every time I go in there, I'll get the soup and breakfast sandwich and a donut and a cinnamon roll. Every
Yeah,
time.
my favorite's getting the tin with 4 of them, and then you just pop it in the oven. You can pop it in the oven for like 10 minutes.
man.
That's why the tin's there. Yeah, and then we do coffees, we do different drinks.
Yeah. That's awesome.
So
And there's a food truck
food trailer. Yeah,
trailer, and they're going all over.
correct. So with the 10th, we'll be there. We're looking to maybe pop up somewhere in Poland on Father's Day. It would be nice to try to get a Poland location at some point.
Yeah.
Dude, good luck.
Working on
There's
that.
like I've been trying to get out of this basement office for freaking 2 years and
Yeah.
or a year now.
And if you're in the village, that'll be fun with all the
Zoning.
requirements.
The second
Oops.
we buy a building, the Village of Poland leaders are going to be like, "Oh no, oh no."
I'm going to try to do anything and everything. Just cause
we
a
enjoy
ruckus.
driving them a little bit of a problem
Yeah.
sometimes. What's this question? Would it be safe to say that because Omicron is weaker and perhaps the next variant will be even weaker?
If you follow science, yes. I mean, the next
Trajectory
variant
is going
should
down.
be. I mean, the thing about Omicron, which is interesting, is it's way more contagious. B1 was way more contagious. B2 is even
Yeah.
more contagious.
It's just not as bad.
Right. If you follow, if it follows the way it should,
Yeah.
and I say that because I feel like I have to preface it because anything with this virus has kind of
And weird.
it's done everything but follow what we think. But yes, if it follows science, it should be less severe.
What are the chances of something like wildly mutating and being worse? Like that never happens. In
right,
normal
but-
natural science, right?
Typically not.
Hmm.
I just always preface it just because with this, I kind of feel like if you told me when this started, like, hey, 2022, you're going to be talking about coronavirus.
Do you think COVID was originally in China, made in a lab? Do you think it was?
Yeah, I think it's from the lab in China.
Ooh, he
Yeah,
does.
I do 100%.
Why do you think say that?
There's been people that I've broken it down, and
Yeah.
so they do this gain of function therapy, or
Okay.
not therapy, but research, gain
Yeah.
of function research, where
As
they
mentioned
they,
on Joe Rogan.
Oh, God. I'm not going to. I'm not going to
Please
say I'm with Joe Rogan,
Please don't feed
but
him
there
with
is
the
there
joke.
is gain of function research where they try to get these viruses that affect mainly animals, like let's
Yeah.
say bats,
Yeah,
and make them infect humans.
yeah.
So it looks like there were portions of HIV kind of injected in the coronavirus.
Injected.
Well,
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So they were
Genetically
messing around. So they
altered.
were messing
Genetic-
around.
right.
With what they were doing.
yeah, and I don't know that it leaked out purposely, but I
Yeah.
think it got out, and then
Mhm.
the cover up tried to start.
Yeah.
That's my personal opinion.
I just hope we don't have to do that again because that really freaking sucked. You know what I mean? It was
yeah.
terrible.
They're
I mean,
still
it's-
locking down over there. It's like
Where
China.
are they really still locked down?
It's like a zero COVID protocol where they're not letting people eat or go out to the grocery store because they're worried about COVID. Like it's not.
wow
It has nothing to do with COVID at this point, though. It's just a
Right.
matter of like control.
control, right?
Yeah, because that
Yeah.
kind of just kicks the can down the road.
Yeah.
People are eventually going to get it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can I ask, because I am the PTA coordinator for O'Donuts, do the school pay to have the trailer come out if the parents and families are paying for them? We have an upcoming family picnic end of May. Just curious, maybe a great addition. We didn't pay for our trailer. They just came and parked.
What's that?
Yeah.
Right. So if you just want the trailer there, we can have the trailer there, and then you can purchase. Now we also have packages where if a parent of PTO said, "Hey, we want every kid to have a donut and a drink,"
Yeah.
we could put together a package for you. If you said, "We just want you there selling items," we could do that also.
Yeah.
But
Depends on what you want.
yeah,
There you
give
go.
us a buzz, and we'd be happy to put something together for you.
Tell them the MLO Bro sent you, Stacy. Let's see here. Typically, the zoonotic viruses don't jump from animals to humans, correct?
Correct.
But they did in this case.
Correct.
Wow. I don't know.
Which is why it's made in the lab.
I thought
Assumed.
somebody ate a bat. That's what I thought.
That's what they tried to claim.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Somebody ate a bat. Wow. They're all good questions. Good job tonight, everybody watching. Nina's got to go to bed.
I had a question. This is deep.
Oh, boy.
I'm going to try and explain it in
Was this from Joe Rogan?
the dumbest way possible.
It's totally Joe Rogan.
When the doctor who invented the type of vaccine that is the COVID vaccine, he said that there could be issues down the road with something like T cells in the brain with the getting the vaccine.
Is this Joe Rogan?
This was the doctor that invented the what type of vaccine is it?
mRNA
vaccine.
That was on Joe Rogan.
Who was on Rogan. He invented. He was on the team that invented that mRNA. Got kicked off of Twitter because he was stirring the pot too much in terms of scaring people away from getting the vaccine. He's saying something about T cells. Is there any truth in that at all whatsoever? Like he's saying that it would like stir back up HIV in people, or like people would get shingles again. Is there any chance of that happening, or is that just total BS?
Only in Joe Rogan world. There's some people obviously love that, but no.
Yeah.
Nothing's been. No, listen. I don't know. Will something come up down the road? This is medicine. Sometimes things happen, but not at this point. That anything that we know about.
I think Dr. Nino's not quite the fan you are of Joe Rogan.
Oh no,
I mean, listen. You have to just filter through. I've seen some of the video.
Yeah.
I've seen like Cliff Notes of the video. You have to filter through and
absolutely
say, okay, what's his purpose of putting this out there?
Yeah.
Right.
How much of it is reasonable?
Yeah.
And how much of it scientifically is proven?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And what's interesting is like you said, sift through it, but some of the stuff hit like from day one. He had scientists on that were basically saying like the way it's setting up, it doesn't look like the structure of it doesn't look like it was from like nature.
Right.
Looks like it was in a lab, and everybody kept denying it and saying that's stupid and that doesn't make any sense, and no, that can't happen. Well, it turns out that it is. And then you have other BS like that stuff, the T cells, where it's like, okay, that's total garbage. But
interesting.
it is interesting.
Interesting. All right, you guys ready to wrap this? A good one.
Absolutely.
All right, Isaac. You guys any other question? Last call for the doctor. He's got to go. What time you got? What time you got to wake up in the morning? So we get to work.
I start about 8:15 in the office, so I'll probably be up a little before 7.
Drink some coffee, hang out a little bit.
Yeah, that's not our job. We don't
do anything.
hang out.
Right now with rates where
Although I'm a late night person.
Are you?
Yeah.
So you go to bed?
About 12.
Wow, you're waking up
7 hours.
You're not getting enough sleep there, dog.
I do good. I do good with 7.
You're not getting enough sleep, dog.
You talk about like waking up at a certain hour. I think with the cycles of sleep, when you wake up, in my mind, kind of depicts how you feel. You wake up in the middle of a dream, and you wake up, and your heart's racing.
You have no idea what the hell's going on.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't feel good after that happens.
No.
So in my mind, I'm like, all right, I know if I get like 6.5 or 7, I'm good.
That makes sense.
If I get too much, sometimes I'm not. If I get too little, I'm not. So
yeah, I like coffee. Coffee makes
I do too.
Better.
I love
Coffee makes everything better.
Addicted to the bean juice.
All right, everybody, make sure you like and follow this again, and follow the MLO Bros. Again, we're collecting donations to Louisville. We're going to cut that off probably in the next couple of days. Again, we've already rallied another 1,000. We'll drive down there and give them another check for the 7th, 8th graders.
That is wild, man.
Thank
you so much for the donation.
Everybody's been so awesome.
In the past 2 days, we got another $1,000. That is just bonkers.
Yeah, it's like 5 days we made $3,000. Or no, $4,000.
Yeah, that's wild.
Crazy.
But thank you so much for that. And also remember, please, the MLO Bros stands for Mortgage Loan Originator Brothers. If you need financing for your next home purchase or refinance, if rates ever do come back down, you can give us a call and we will take care of you. NMLS number 1949316, and my cell phone's 330-921-8978.
All right, next Thursday, Isaac, it's going to be me, you, and a special guest. If we can get somebody to come on our stupid podcast.
Still trying to figure something out.
That's going to be...
we had the swim club drop on us.
Yeah, they did. Poland Swim Club dropped on us. They said
everybody's sick at their house. They told me
like-
that Monday. I was like, what do you
Yeah.
excuse? But that's okay.
Dr. Nino, is there any kind of like doctor drama? Like
Do you ever fight other doctors?
No.
they'll be like, hey, I go to so and so, and you're like, screw that guy sucks. Is there any kind of drama like that? No drama.
Do you ever like walk into the grocery store and see another doctor and they're like, oh, Dr. Rubino, and you're like, Doctor, whatever his name is.
No, usually,
Screw you.
usually we all get along.
Do you really?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
we were there was a fundraiser yesterday. Dr. Batista, who's a pulmonologist in town,
I
has
think
this.
he was in the WWE too.
Who? What's
Dr. Batista. He plays Drax. He plays Drax.
That's almost
So he-
stupid to even.
Yeah, I know. Like,
So dumb.
I love
Dr. Batista.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Guardian of the Galaxy.
Yeah, I know. Who you're talking
Guardian of the
about.
Galaxy?
He's a wrestler.
Yeah.
WWF.
Yeah.
WWE.
He's in a couple spy movies.
He's good. He's good. Sorry.
So he puts together his charity. It's called Docs for a Cause. He gets a bunch of doctors together at a local restaurant who they help wait tables and just kind of be around.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
then people come and eat, and all their tips and everything kind of goes to the charity. So
Oh, there you go.
so there's a bunch of us here yesterday, and it was kind of great just to see everybody and catch up. So
Yeah.
I think it's more of a
So there's no fighting.
it's more of a brotherhood than
Yeah.
anything.
We have a brotherhood with loan officers where nobody likes us. we have a
Yeah.
There's a brotherhood of loan officers,
Yeah.
and we're not in that brotherhood.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Brotherhood's like, yeah, those guys that are super unprofessional and have a podcast and Yeah.
We don't like the MLO press.
yeah.
All right. So then Thursday we have that. Nino, this is good too. I wanted to 17th. We have the Youngstown Drip IV coming in.
Wow.
Oh yeah, we're getting.
Did you ever
I
hear
need to
that
fill
thing?
out my paperwork.
What do they do? Like it's like a vitamin IV.
Yeah,
thing.
vitamin
Yeah.
IV thing.
Yeah.
So they're going to come in and hook us up live on the air.
Nice.
So I've
I'll
never
be
had
sure
that. Have you
to.
had
I'll
that
be
done?
sure to tune in.
We should have.
I'll be
him-
on call in case I.
Yeah, I was going to say
Isaac passes out.
we should have him here in case something goes freaking wrong. It was-
Yeah, I was
It'll
like,
be-
we have our doctor here just in case.
Who runs that?
I don't know.
So
Is it like a doctor?
It's
or-
like some Canfield thing. I have no
Oh,
idea. I did no background check. They wanted to give us IVs. You know, I was like, heck yeah, come on.
fluid and vitamins. Why not?
Yeah, right. So
If it works, and I feel like I was thinking maybe I should just get like hammered the day before and
Well,
come
listen,
in with
if you're
the
drinking
hangover.
a gallon of water,
Yeah.
I don't know that IVs are going to keep you up. Probably going to keep you up at night.
Oh, you think it will?
oh, it's gonna make us
fluid.
pee.
It's fluid.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. Maybe stick to the B12.
So I shouldn't.
Well,
I
no, you
shouldn't-
can get it, but
I wonder-
maybe back off the gallon of water. a little
Okay,
bit.
not
I
drink
wonder if
so
we can like pick or flavor or something.
So I guess some of them, I was watching them on YouTube.
Yeah.
Some of them, like you'll taste it, like you'll taste a certain flavor, like in your mouth.
Really?
Yeah.
What are they giving you IV fluids or what?
Wait, no, we didn't really review
Some kind
it.
of like IV vitamins.
I don't know. They're going to come in and took me up.
Yeah, we don't know what we signed
Yeah.
up for.
You ever see Seinfeld when they go to the natural guy and George,
Oh, yes.
George turns purple?
Yeah.
Call me.
Yeah.
Call me when that happens.
I mean, I don't know.
Don't-
They
don't be
messaged
offended
me.
if I take
Yeah,
pictures
they
first.
messaged me, said Youngstown Drip. We were hooking up your
Doc,
IV.
I'm Dr. Nino.
Well-
Since I'm officially your patient, I'm turning blue and I need your help.
Yeah.
At what point do you think we do any sort of research?
All
on
joking
anything?
aside, it's
Yeah.
probably safe, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they're not going to be injecting you with anything that's not.
I hope not.
Yeah. So my guess is it's fluid or vitamins
Yeah.
or.
All right, we'll
But
figure
keep me
that
posted.
out. I'll keep you posted.
I'll be on standby. Just
I'm
text
offici-
me and be like, "Today's the day. I'm getting my IVs.
I'm officially
Please be
Dr.
handy."
Nino's patient, so like,
Yeah, please be handy.
Oh, my God.
Luke's
All
in the practice. We could, but that just means I'll take care of Isaac
right.
first.
Isaac is fresh.
And if
seriously.
Lou is,
yeah, if he's
Luke
on the
is-
ground, let him go. Save me first.
if Luke is still around when you're better, I'll go over to him.
All right, that sounds good. Everybody, thank you for watching. It was a fun night. All awesome with the questions. We will see everybody Thursday, where we're gonna have a round robin, talk about anything you guys want. We'll have me, Isaac, and a guest. We'll see you guys Thursday. Nino, again, as always, thank you, sir.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank
Good seeing you.
you.
guys.
Bye, everybody.
Happy birthday.